Hi, good afternoon. Hello. I think I should stick to hello now because I don't know what part of the world you're in, and I don't know if good afternoon applies to you or good morning or I don't know. So, hi, hello. Welcome to Dropper's Daughter again. And today, so my last video was the background, and I would like to talk more about how a lot of women are in this situation. So yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine, and it's her birthday tomorrow, and she ordered an outfit from me. Okay, I sell ready to wear clothes for ladies. They're made in Nigeria, luxurious fabrics, silky fabrics, um, and the brand is called Aero by Olabisi. So she ordered an abaya from me, from my brand Aero by Olabisi, and we just we started talking, and so we talked about this thing that we women do where we spend money on our kids and our husband, on the house, but to spend money on ourselves, it becomes an issue. We start thinking of how many things can be done with that money that we can spend on ourselves, which is not nice really, because once in a while we need to take care of ourselves as well. We can't keep giving and giving and giving. So she decided to splurge on herself and buy something for her birthday. So she bought the abaya from me, and she's separated from her husband as well as I am. But with us, we still live together. But with them, they're not living together at all. And then I think they've been separated for a couple of years now. And the last time we spoke, when I asked about him before yesterday, she said to me that he was doing a comeback. He was begging and apologizing, and promising to change and stuff. Excuse me. So when we spoke yesterday, she said, oh, that he actually did come back. She gave him another chance. She gave him two bases for them to get back together. He said the issues he was having were spiritual issues. She said, okay, fine, we'll pray about it, we'll fast about it, but we need to go for counseling and therapy. And he absolutely refused to do that. And even when he came back home, and she was still insisting that, look, we need to go for counseling and therapy, because this issue that we keep having is not going to resolve itself if we don't do something about it. And he absolutely just refused to go for counseling and therapy. And she realized that, look, she'll be flogging a dead horse here if she stayed with this man, because they keep having the same issues as long as they didn't have intervention with it. And so she told him that this was its final, he shouldn't even try and beg to come back again. Now, this is what I want to talk about. In my previous video, I spoke about how I asked lawyer man, my estranged husband, if we could go for therapy, and he said we didn't need it. And I remember that with Dafe as well, my ex before lawyer man, we also, before he started physically abusing me, when it was just emotional abuse and financial abuse, I said to him, we need to go for therapy. And he said, no, we didn't need it. So I don't know what is it with Nigerian men. I don't know if it's men generally, because I've only been with Nigerian men. So I'll stick to Nigerian men. I don't know what it is with Nigerian men that makes them averse to having, intervention, specialist intervention. I'm not talking about those ones of going to the pastor. If you've followed me for some time, you will know that I'm not a pastor going to believing person, except that pastor is a certified, counselor for marital and relationship issues, then fine. But if they are not, if they're just your run of the mill pastor, honestly, they do more harm than good, in my opinion. They tell domestic violence victims to go back to their abusers. They just let's not go into that. So why are Nigerian men averse to having therapy? Why? I don't know why. Because honestly, I can swear. I don't swear, because the Bible says you shouldn't swear. Let your yes be yes and your no be no, and anything more than that comes from evil. So I don't swear, apart from when I did my naturalization and I had to swear to be loyal to the Queen. Well, I didn't have a chance. I didn't have a choice now. I can't tell them that I don't swear, so I won't swear to the Queen. Choose your battles in life. Choose your battles. But I could have sworn that. Is it I could have sworn? Okay, let me not use swear. But I'm almost certain, I'm very certain actually, that if Lawyer Man had agreed to my suggestion about us going for therapy, that we'll still be together and we'll be happier. We'll be happily married. But he refused to go. And when I asked Dafetu, he refused to go. And a lot of women have said this to me, that they have suggested therapy for their men, for them to resolve these marital issues, and the men just absolutely refuse the offer. So how are things going to change? How are things going to change if you don't have a specialist helping you to resolve the issues? I think, and I may be wrong, but I think it's because Nigerian men are scared of them having a mirror put up to them to show them the errors of their ways. I think that is why they refuse to go for therapy. Because if something is very dear to your wife, and you see that you're having issues, and she's saying to you, let's go for therapy so that we can resolve this thing, why wouldn't you? Why? What's stopping you? I really wish, if you're a Nigerian man and you're watching this, can you tell us why you guys refuse to go for therapy to save your marriage? Why? Because what you don't know is that when you keep having these issues, sorry, I said these issues because I'm a Yoruba girl. When you keep having these issues and you keep sweeping them under the carpet and nothing gets done, one person gets resentful. In the case of us, I got resentful, and eventually I left emotionally. So what Nigerian men don't know is that they risk the chances of their wives leaving the marriage emotionally and just being there physically and just biding their time. I think last week I met up with a friend, or was it 2 weeks ago that I met up with a friend, and she had the same issues as well. She had been telling her husband that they needed to go for therapy, and her husband, refused, and she's been going on about this for years. That they need to go for therapy, and her husband refused, and she's just there physically in the marriage, and the man doesn't know that she's just there physically. She's just there physically. She's just waiting for her youngest child to get to secondary school. By that time, her oldest will be in university, and she'd leave the man. She'll leave him. That's what she's waiting for now. She will leave him once their youngest gets to secondary school. The youngest is it secondary school? I can't remember. Anyway, she's biding her time, pending when she will leave him. And a lot of women are like that, just there physically in the marriages, what they've left emotionally. They might even be having, we might even be having sex. So, we are having sex, but in our mind we are calculating how much is in my divorce fund now. Okay. For people that have divorce fund, I have a friend who has a divorce fund. Or for people who don't have the divorce fund, they're having sex with the man, they are mentioning, but in their mind they're like, okay, when I finish now, I think I have some egusi in the fridge. Yes, I fancy some egusi. I think I'll just go and make gari once we finish this. but the man is there humping away, and thinking that he's hitting the right spot. And because we women, we are very good at faking, we are very good at faking orgasm, and she's just so that he will get over her, gets out of it, gets off top of her. You understand what I mean? But she's not there anymore emotionally. She has left the building emotionally. So dear Nigerian man that is watching this, and I also spoke to a few Nigerian guys, and they all said, marriage therapy, what is that? No, men don't talk. No, men talk. We know that you talk. We know that you have the people that you talk to. You talk. Don't come and lie. Don't come and feed bread. Don't come and use bread to scoop our soup and say that you don't talk. You talk. We know that you talk. Amongst yourself, you talk. So why don't you talk to a therapist? Why don't you talk to a therapist? Men don't talk. Men don't talk. Yes, a therapist is a specialist, and he understands that men are not as vocal as women, and they will work with that. They will work with that. You thinking you don't talk, they will work with you. If you are so interested in, in the marriage, in keeping your family, then go for therapy. When your wife says, let's go for therapy, grab it. In the words of it's a new edition, let's not wait till the water runs dry, because by that time the water is dry. The woman has left. So while she's still complaining, while she's still talking to you about what you need to do, while she's still nagging, she's nagging because she cares, because she's still vested emotionally in that marriage. Don't wait till when she stops caring. Don't wait till when she stops nagging. So I'm talking to the men here, but to the women, have you been in this situation where you have said, let's go for therapy? Have you had a husband who has said, yes, we will go for therapy, and then gone for therapy? Please let us know. How has it worked out for you? Has it helped you to rebuild your marriage? Did it make a difference? Did your man talk? Yeah, let's know. And to the myriad of people like me who suggested therapy and had it shut down, and if you're still in that marriage, how are you coping? Are you there? Are you still vested emotionally in that marriage, or have you left the building and just waiting, just biding your time for when the time will be right for you to leave? So that's what I wanted to talk about. So why Nigerian men, why don't they like therapy? Why? They'd rather go to a pastor or a lemomu who's not qualified. Maybe because they know that those ones will side with them and tell off the woman and tell the woman to apologize and beg, even when it is the man that is in the wrong. Nigerian society is always the woman that has to work hard to make that marriage work. I'm getting vexed now. It's the woman that has the hard work of making the marriage work. So maybe that's why they'd rather go to the pastors and the limomos, because those are patriarchal people as well that will do that to them and tell the woman who has been the wronged party to make the amend for the man who should be the one making the amends. So I'm even getting angry at these thoughts. Honestly, I am. Why do Nigerian men not like therapy? Why? Dear Nigerian man, if you are watching this, let us know. Dear Nigerian man that have gone for therapy, kudos to you. Let us know, how did it work? So the people that have gone for therapy, either man or woman, please, comment. How did it work? So let me sign off because I'm getting a bit angry, maybe because it resonates with me personally. Anyway, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please share, because I heard that if you share, YouTube algorithm also shares it with other people. Like I said, I'm trying to build a community here. So this is not just about me making money from this. This is about me trying to make a difference, trying to build a community where like-minded people can, come and talk. So please subscribe, please share, please comment. I value interaction a lot. And if you can like it, fabulous. So I'm signing off now. It's Jopa's daughter again. Take care of you. Bye.